Hi, my name's John Stewart. As far as I know, this horse hasn't been saddled before, so moving on from controlling the horse from the ground, the nose, shoulder and hips, to desensitizing the horse, which we've done in the previous video with the stock whip. Now I'm just going to put the saddle on and use the same principles of controlling the horse's nose, shoulder and hips to control the brain, to actually help her calm down and get used to all the saddle, the girth, etc. Hope you enjoy it. Now at any time in this, I am not allowed to hold the horse still. I can ask the horse to stop, but if it doesn't, I'm not allowed to make her stand. She has to decide to stand for herself. At any time she's frozen, I'll ask her to move on just to help release the tension in her. And yeah, we'll see how we go. She has been rugged, etc., and handled beautifully with her up by her owner. But I still like to make sure I just want to make sure that I can still control her. Be able to throw a saddle on without her reacting. Now for all the young horses, I always put the saddle on and off. When I take it off, I ask them to turn and face. So what that's going to do is when I go to get on, if the horse wants to buck or bolt, knows to turn and face, so we'll have a cue that says you must turn and face through the head collar bridle and towards our body language. I do a girth up, I always put a rope around and pull on them just to see what time that I put a girth on it or a saddle on a horse, once I do the girth up, I quickly get out of there because I don't know if she's going to buck or what she's going to do. But for the first time that I put it on, I allow the horse to buck, do what it needs to do, then I start to control it. Today I'm going to try and control her a little quicker than what I normally do, but normally I have her free, but you won't be able to see it in the video if she does buck. I let them buck for a few minutes if they need to. Then when I put the saddle on the second time the next day, it'll be at liberty without the lead rope. And if she goes to buck or bolt, I actually control where she goes at liberty, so it makes it harder for her to buck. Now when doing the girth up, I like to do the first one up pretty quick and get it done up. So if she does take off, the saddle won't slip under and get tied up underneath her and scare her even more. The girth's done up pretty well, so I'm going to ask her to move on because at the moment she's locked up. Up, 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 good, up. So here I'm just going to control the hips. Up, the nose, the shoulder. Up, up, good. As you can see with Belle, she sort of goes into this I can't move sort of situation. So we want her to keep moving now. Instead of belting her and belting her really hard, we can give her a you must go forward, but if she does it, we can actually hip her over, pull her nose to her hips and she'll actually start to move. So with her, instead of letting her stand for so long, we get her moving so she can actually express and get all that afraidness out of her. Other horses are different, some of them go off and you know, they really lose their brain, where Belle's the type that sort of shuts herself down and balls herself up and says no, and then starts sort of doing these, people could say stubborn attributes, where it's just the way she deals with fears. So I control the shoulder, the hips, shoulder, and you see that she's stepping away, the hips forward. So I actually look at the hips to say go forward. Up, 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 good, up, roll over, up, up, good, up, see she steps a little bit bigger. We want her to relax. The more we bend her, the more she will relax. Good girl. Up, 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 adjust anything on the saddle. If she moves, I just ask her to hip over, then I let her go. And I just keep doing this until she realises nothing's going to happen to her. Because what it shows me is that she's got a little bit, she's a bit anxious me being there. So I need to let her know, hey, I'm not going to hurt you. That pressure that I was talking about. And now she's learned to actually stand and accept me there. That's sort of the process of how we saddle the horse. Yeah, you've just got to be thorough when they show any sign of jumping, which she didn't do because she's been handled so well, as I said before, by her owner. So the put in the saddle was fine. She's a bit girthy, but she is the type of horse that just sort of locks up and goes, well, I don't want it. Where if you've got other horses that are very flighty, jumpy, you know, you might have to spend, you know, a good hour on that, just getting them desensitised. Hope that helps with any problems that you might have. Just always remember, if the horse wants to walk off, just control where he walks till he stops, give him a pat. Because what we're doing here is setting her up to be ridden by turning her through the hips. I hope you enjoyed it.